All right, today we're going to be making some moonshine. So I set up my pump for my fermenter. I had to use a little bit of an extra heater to keep it warm and transfer it into our still here. See the hose going down, it'll just fill up. So today is a moonshine day. We're going to distill. Um, yeah, just going to go through a kind of a small tutorial of how we distill. So keep watching. All right, so there we are loading the still. Got sugar mash going in there. Our moonshine is made with sugar, water, yeast, and then we add some peaches to it to finish it off during the fermentation process. Makes pretty good moonshine. So there's our still there. Column reflux still, 350 gallon. Built it ourselves. There's our boiler, our mash tun. That's where we cook all the grain alcohols. So just checking it out today. It's been a minute since we made some moonshine. We're out here at the Distillery restaurant here in Redlands, and we want to get it more for the customers who are asking for it. So today is moonshine day. All right, as you can see, still's loaded. It's in there agitating. Can't really see it because of the steam. Agitator's running just to stir it while it's warming up. Right now the pot's showing about room temp, 60, 70 degrees, sorry. Then we'll watch the vapors rise. I go up through the column, through the line arm, and come down our condenser here and out our parrot. So this is how we cool our condenser. Made this ugly contraption called a, well, we call it swampy, but it's just two swamp coolers stacked on top of each other. It's just a heat exchanger for the liquid. Got a sump pump down there, fill about 80 gallons of water. We don't have a river nearby to pump from, so we made one. The water will pump out of the sump pump through these pipes up here, run to our still and everything else, our condenser. And then this is the first stage, blows hot air outside. There's our restaurant over there. Second stage, we'll pull the cold air in. So keeps us nice and cool in here when we're distilling. But it works well, cools that condenser, and we never have a problem. Been using it for 8 years. All right, the still's sitting at 100 degrees, still waiting. Shouldn't take more than a couple hours. About 300 gallons of moonshine was in the fermenter. You can see here, I think you can see that, about 100 degrees. Still running. Got the agitator still going. Once I get to temperature, I might shut off the agitator. I'm just stirring it to kind of get it heated up, like stirring a pot. You know, make sure there's, you know, constant flow, picking up heat and grabbing it from the sides of the still. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. On the next clip, I'll hopefully be running some heads off of here. We put about 300 gallons in there, so I grab about 30 milliliters per gallon in heads, and then I start grabbing the hearts. Also depends on flavor, things like that, but that's usually a good marker for us. So we'll collect all those heads and hold them off to the side and run through our hearts. All right, so sitting at about 142 on the pot. Still nothing up on the gauges, a little bit maybe. We'll turn on our deflag soon. We got our cold water coming in to this pipe. Opposite flow than the steam, so it condenses. We'll catch it here, and the tail or the heads will go in here. So getting set up. Right here we got Swampy running. This is to tell us that the fans are still going, but cold air coming out of both right now because it hasn't really heated up. But yeah, this is where we're at right now. Like I said, we'll turn on the water that flows through here. What that does is the steam comes up or the spirit comes up, hits each one of these plates, gets here, it starts to purify and come up here, what happens is once the top is chilled again, it drops back into this plate here and can travel all the way back down here and get redistilled and purified. So once that's done, dropping and it can escape because these areas have heated up here enough for the vapor to escape, it'll start to distill. All right, so the temperatures are rising up above. I don't know if you can see that, but it's getting warmer up there and all the way at the top there. So I can smell the distillate trying to come through now. Hopefully in the next 15 minutes we'll be distilling. Agitator's still running. Pot's up, temperature. See inside here, still agitated. Right here you can see, I don't know if you can see that. Raining. See the liquid in there, it's building up. So we should be distilling soon. Like I said, it'll come off our parrot here. Catch the heads in here. The heads are the stuff you don't want to drink. 4 shots. Things like methanol, acetone, and things like that. All right. We are distilling. Just started coming off the still. Real slow trickle. Nice and cold. Not hot. Not the stuff you want to drink. See it coming up the parrot here. So we're running good. And then we'll just run through the heads, hearts, and tails here. Like I said, we're going to take 30 milliliters per gallon. And then we're going to try it. So we'll collect it in here. Going to have to eyeball it because I really don't have the... Not collecting in a small enough container. But about time. It took about 4 hours to start distilling. See it raining down inside the still there. That bottom bubbler plate. Agitation's still going. We have alcohol. All right, so stay tuned. Get to the next level. Start talking about hearts. The next portion. Can't talk. Sorry, guys. In the next portion of the video, I'll start talking about hearts, how they taste and stuff like that. All right, everyone. So we are distilling. We pulled the heads or started collecting hearts. Sorry, my finger's in the way. Started collecting hearts. It's tasting really good. Grab what we needed for heads. Hearts started pulling heads out and hearts in at 80 proof. I'm sorry, 80%, 160 proof. And it's tasting really good. Sugar mash to me is very good. I like it. So you check it right now. I got this Anton Par. It's called a Snap 41. Checks the proof just for temperature for you, all that stuff. So it's coming off the still right now, 16 degrees Celsius, and it's still holding a 80% ABV. So we'll keep collecting, but it is tasting good. The heads are out of there. The bad stuff that you don't want to drink have been separated. That's what you want to do. You want to separate, the nasty from the good. That'd be the heads, 4 shots. And then the next section will be tails. Tails aren't necessarily bad. There's a section in there. They taste really good, but it turns really quick, so you got to be on top of that. And we'll go over that more as we keep continuing to distill. Sorry, I can't talk again. Today I'm bottling, been cleaning up, just working around the shop here. If you haven't visited our location, we are in Redlands, California, down in Southern California. Not Redding, but Redlands, next to Riverside in San Bernardino County, or in San Bernardino County, but next to San Bernardino. Loma Linda, maybe you've heard of that. Anyways, we do have a full restaurant, bar. It's a pretty beautiful spot. Maybe I'll give you a tour through there. Just check out our spot a little bit. We do have a beautiful courtyard here. We do cigar events. We have live music, stuff like that. But it's our beautiful courtyard here. Outside bar area. private area people can rent. And then right through these doors here, right there, is our restaurant. So we're open 5 days a week right now. We do have brunch on Sundays. But anyways, back to distilling. We are distilling today. Moonshine. It's really good. I'm excited about this batch. We've been out of moonshine for a minute. It takes a little longer to ferment the sugars, the yeast. I don't know. Plus, it's been cold and keeping them warm. They get a little lazy when it doesn't suit their lifestyle. So when they're cold, they don't work. When it gets too hot, they just die off. So got to keep them at that nice room temp if you can. But still is running. Good product coming off the still. Excited about this batch. All right. Thanks. All right. So here's where we're at after an hour. I'm going to check it. I think we're down 10%. So we started at 80, 69, 70. So that's good. 10% down. Probably been distilling an hour. Let's see here. Got my ladder up here. You can see it raining in here. Not much going on there. All right, so this temperature gauge is at almost 190. So we should be dropping pretty quick. 182. I can't really see that one, but we'll see it on the camera later. So we're distilling. It's tasting pretty good. Let's try it out here. Yeah, still pretty good. So still making, still producing. Very slow trickle. Good temperature. The swamp cooler contraption I showed earlier in the video is still holding its value with cooling off the condenser. And yeah, no pressure in the pot, so that's good. Got a pressure gauge. We do have a pressure relief valve on our still in case it gets too high. Agitator's still running, but yeah, still grabbing some good moonshine. We'll see how much we get here. That's about it, I guess. Trying to do these in little snippets. It takes a minute. It takes all day to do this, but a couple seconds here and there on a video. So, thanks. Alrighty, here we go. We're getting toward the end here. Alrighty, everybody. Getting towards the end here. I'm going to check the proof again on the Anton par. Let's see. So I'm trying to edit these videos, figure this out, see what you guys want for content. I don't know. I'm just kind of new at this. Just going raw with it. Not anything fancy, obviously. No big production studio. Not Mr. Beast or anything. But, you know, we are a distillery here in Redlands. Like I said, you know, this is my still. This is what I do for a living. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and reach out. I'll check probably once a week on here. And then as I get more questions, I'll check more often. I just want to kind of show a process and what happens with the still. I'm not sure if I conveyed it well. You know, I'm new at this. I'm trying to get these YouTube videos just to let people know we're out here. We have product. We're not big by any means. We're a craft distillery. Climb the ladder here to check it out. So it looks like we're at 190 on the top of the column. This guy right here. Then we've got our D flag or whatever you want to call it. This guy, it's another water chamber. It's sitting about 185, and then on top we're getting close where the distillate comes out. We're close to we're at 190 there as well. So once we get to 195, we'll probably start cutting the tails out. Tails are the last part of distillation. You collect the tails, you throw them in the next batch. That's what we do here. Don't throw the heads in the next batch. We just collect them and use them to clean our equipment sometimes. It's a real good degreaser for our kitchen as well. Highly flammable, but, you know, just don't have an open flame around it. But, yeah, this is our distillery. These are our videos we're going to do, or I'm going to do. My fermentation tanks. Bright tank where we do a canned cocktail. My bottling area. I spent all day in there just bottling stuff. Bottle all these down here. Blocking that with my finger, but all these got bottled, you know, barrels. But yeah, I'm going to shoot these videos. I'm going to edit it. Again, I'm trying to do this, see if you guys have any questions about distilling. I've been distilling about 16 years. I've had a craft distillery since 2013. We got our license in May of 2013. So what's that? Almost 12 years. Um, we have grown a bit, not huge, but I'm just trying to get some likes and follows. Again, when I first started distilling, there wasn't a lot of information out there, so I'm just trying to put stuff out there. So let me know if you want to see anything, any extra content, or have any questions. I can distill something for you guys if you guys, have some things you want to see distilled. But yeah, we'll go over fermentation as well. But today I was just making some moonshine that we needed for the restaurant, and just wanted to get it out there. So if you have anything, if you have any questions, if you like these videos, hopefully you do. Um, you know, like and subscribe. Share it. Tell people about what we're doing. If you have any interest in opening a distillery, I would highly suggest against it. Not in a bad way, not in a negative way, but just it is expensive. There's a lot of paperwork. But if you have questions about that as well, feel free to ask. I don't mind helping people out. I think distilling is the coolest thing you can do. I love making alcohol. So, yeah, we'll see how this edits out, and we'll go from there. But I appreciate you guys tuning in if you did. And hopefully you learned a little bit. But ask all the questions you want. Please comment, ask questions, please. All right. Have a good day.